scrimmage games of the bubble. It's super nice to have the NBA back. It's the Denver Nuggets vs the Washington Wizards. What a show. The Denver Nuggets were doing the tall ball lineup. They had Jokic at point guard, Jeremy Grant at shooting guard. They had Bol Bol at small forward at the size of 7'2", and Paul Millsap at power forward. They also had Mason Plumlee at center. This lineup was tall and versatile. I'm talking Bol Bol right now. You guessed it. He had 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 blocks. That was an amazing performance. And it was one scrimmage game that showed a lot of promise. So, what is the scary truth of Bol Bol? Hey guys, this is AJ, and we're back with another video. I kind of changed up my intro, as you could see, and I hope you guys liked it, as I think this one would be a little better, and I'll try not to change my intro anymore. Anyways, let's get into the video about Bol Bol. Bol Bol had an amazing performance, but it's not as good as we think it is. He will probably not be in the starting lineup, in my opinion, when it comes to playoff time. I don't think he will be a secret weapon yet in his first season. I might be saying a little negative stuff about Bol Bol, but trust me, I like Bol Bol. I like his skill, and I like his play. He could basically do it all, and that's what I love about his game. He kind of reminds me of a Kevin Durant like player, and I really love him. This is just great talent that is shown. But here are some reasons why I don't think he will really contribute this year, and I don't think he's going to play that much for the Denver Nuggets. The first reason is that this is just a scrimmage against the Washington Wizards, who don't even have their two best players, Bradley Beal and Davis Bertans. At least those two players gave them hope. This team is also super bad defensively, and it's not that good. And plenty of times, Rui Hachimura got past Bol Bol. And that is just some defensive problems for Bol Bol. He's not really fast on that end. He might be lengthy and he might get some blocks, but he's not really fast at that end. Bol Bol has amazing talent, but when you think about it, he's not really fast on the defensive end. And think about it when the Denver Nuggets got Michael Porter Jr. The first game they played was really good, and Michael Porter Jr. scored a lot of points, and he showed a lot of promise. Same thing with Bol Bol. I'm not saying Michael Porter Jr. is not going to be good in the NBA. All I'm saying is that he's not good defensively, so Mike Malone won't play that much minutes. That's what we have seen. You really think Michael Porter Jr. will be played in the playoffs? No, he has never been played in the playoffs. Same with the Bol Bol. I don't really see him being played in the playoffs because he's a young player who isn't super good defensively. Yes, he got 6 blocks that game, but plenty of times Bol Bol got passed by Rui Hachimura. I'm talking plenty of times. And I think he's a little slow on the defensive end. I think he's great on the defensive end, especially rim protecting, but I think his defensive versatility could improve and develop. So that's why I don't think the Denver Nuggets are going to play Bol Bol that much in the playoffs. And many people have been calling him the secret weapon, and in my opinion, I don't think he's the secret weapon. And another thing about the Denver Nuggets is that they only have 8 players, so this will also be make sure that the Denver Nuggets might just get out in the first round too, because they might not play that much Bol Bol minutes, and not playing that much Bol Bol minutes, then their lineup wouldn't be that good. But I don't think they're gonna be that good because they only have 8 players on their team. They literally had Mike Malone, their coach, in one of their practice because they couldn't even do a 5-on-5. They only had 8 players. You're supposed to have 13 players on the team, and there's key players that are missing. These are a lot of key players that I think will prevent them from being good in the playoffs. One of the key players are Monte Morris, and he was great in the playoffs. I don't think they're going to play Bol Bol or MPJ too much minutes because they're not good defenders as young players. But on the bright side of things, I think I've been a little harsh to Bol Bol, and I don't really know if he's going to get that much. I don't think he's going to get that much minutes in the playoffs, and I don't think he will be a secret weapon in the playoffs. But I have been a little harsh on him. So let's talk about the positive things. The positive thing is that he has a great skill set and great talent. After all, the Denver Nuggets have a history of developing players. Nikola Jokic was the 44th overall pick. You have Michael Porter Jr. And these players will probably be developed. They took a risk to get Michael Porter Jr., who was injured. They took a risk for Bol Bol, who was injured, and it was the 44th overall pick. I really think that Bol Bol is going to have a bright future, and don't get me wrong, I really think he will have a bright future. I did say a lot of negative things about Bol Bol and what will happen to him, but I think he'll have a great career. And even his teammates are saying he will be really good. Will Barton and more teammates said he was going to be an all-star, and his talent is out of this world. I think he'll be a great player in the future, and I wish him a lot of luck. Hope he won't get that much injuries, and I think this will be great selection for the Denver Nuggets. And even though it was a risk and teams didn't get him, I think Bol Bol was a great selection in the draft for the Denver Nuggets. After all, I think Bol Bol had a top 10 talent in the draft, and I actually thought he might get undrafted, and that made me a little sad because Bol Bol had such a great talent, and I think a team that needed a center could have got him in the draft in the first round. I think he was worthy of that, but he was a little injury prone, so that's why teams couldn't do that. He was projected to be a top 5 pick before he's injured. And I really like these risks that the Denver Nuggets get. Michael Porter Jr. Got a back surgery, and now Bol Bol got the same injury as it ruined Yao Ming's career. The same injury that ruined Yao Ming's career, and he's fully recovered from that. And I think that's great. And after all, the San Antonio Spurs has also taken some risks for Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. And those are big risks, and that led to championships. And that was probably one of the best trios in NBA history. That is one of the risks that the Denver Nuggets have been taking. Even though these players were injured, I think they have great upside, and I don't want to say any more negative things about Bol Bol. I think Bol Bol could be a future All-Star, and I think we should just wait till he develops. We shouldn't be calling him, oh, he's super good. I think he's gonna be a superstar. He'll be a piece for a playoff team. I don't think we should be saying that because that's too much overhyping Bol Bol. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Tell me how you liked the intro, and peace out.